Off the ceremony, you can attend the presentation of the Eagle Feather, it's the most honored woman. We're getting ready to honor a young man that he's making it possible for us to be here today. That's our warriors. You know, when you go off the battle, you know you're going to harm's way. You don't know if you're going to return or not. So, Karen, you know exactly how you felt when Brian was in harm's way. Mom, know how you feel. Don't know if your child's going to return, or your husband, or your dad's going to return. They put their lives on hold just for me and you to be able to be here, to go to church right down the street of Springbrook. Without young men like this and women, America wouldn't be what it is today.
Whereas Staff Sergeant Bobby Freeman of the Smithtown community serves his family, his tribe, and his United States by his service in the Army National Guard, as well as his service as a police officer, a volunteer firefighter, and whereas Staff Sergeant Freeman is a member of F Company 230th FSB in the National Guard, and whereas Staff Sergeant Freeman, while on his second tour in Iraq, along with members of his company, came under the attack of a suicide bomber, and whereas Staff Sergeant Freeman, while humble about the experience, was awarded the Purple Heart for the injuries he sustained during the attack, and whereas the highest honor an Indian nation can bestow upon its citizens is the Eagle Feather, and whereas Staff Sergeant Freeman is also a police officer with the town of Pembroke and has an 8-year career in law enforcement, and whereas the Staff Sergeant Freeman is furthermore dedicated to the people of his community by being an active volunteer for the last 12 years at the Smiths Fire Department, and whereas due to his commitment and dedication to family, community, and country, Staff Sergeant Bobby Freeman has ensured that we are safe and secure in our person, traditions, and property. Now therefore be it proclaimed by the chairman of the Lumbee Tribe of North Carolina that Staff Sergeant Bobby Freeman is a credit to his family, his church, the Pembroke Police Department, the Lumbee Tribe of North Carolina, and the United States Army National Guard. Be it further proclaimed by the chairman of the Lumbee Tribe of North Carolina publicly recognizes Staff Sergeant Bobby Freeman for heroism, bravery, and sacrifice in the line of duty. Be it finally proclaimed by the chairman of the Lumbee Tribe of North Carolina that this day, the 17th day of July 2009, is hereby proclaimed Staff Sergeant Bobby Freeman Day in the land of the Lumbee, and hereby acknowledges his service by the presentation of this proclamation and the Eagle Feather. Chairman Jimmy Goins.
Chief Goins, it's certainly a pleasure for me to be able to do this, and I'm certainly pleased that you asked me to do this. It was certainly a surprise when I was told about it or notified, but it's certainly appropriate that we do this for you, Mr. Freeman. We heard about it when it happened, and we certainly are proud of you and proud of the job that you're doing in the National Guard. And this is your second tour over in Iraq, and we certainly wish you well. And like Chief Dwayne said, we need you to come on back and help us show up our shortages around here. We're looking forward to that happening. But again, let me say on behalf of the town of Pembroke and our board and all our citizens, we're certainly pleased and proud of you. And this is certainly a privilege for me to be able to present to you this feather, like Jimmy was talking about. It's certainly a significant time, and we certainly hope that you put this up. Your mother and father, I'm sure, will take care of it for you, and we cherish this. And we certainly, I've got a grandson going in the Army next week, regular Army, so you know, Afghanistan or somewhere maybe on the way for him. So I don't know, but anyway, we're proud of him, and we're looking forward to everything coming out all right. But again, on behalf of everybody here in town, all our administration, our administrative staff, all our employees, it's a pleasure for me to do this with the tribe's blessing, present you this Eagle Feather. Thank you, Mr. Freeman.
Please stand up. Sergeant Freeman and I would just like to say this is that somebody had enough love for you in their hearts to come up with this item. Somebody had to say, hey, that Lumbee deserves the Eagle Feather. And I want you to know here today it was Sebastian, your fellow officers from town of Hermanville. I know that makes you a little special to you, son. Huh? It's good. It's good when the boys love you, right? It's good. It's a good thing. Give them a round of applause.
Well, I really didn't come prepared to give a speech. I want all of you to know that I appreciate it. Not only me, but all of the soldiers that I'm with. We appreciate, especially all the prayers. Throughout the years that I've been with the military, I've heard different war veterans from the Vietnam War and the eras talk about how when they were in combat, seeing their fallen comrades being shot and laying dead and dying right beside them. I never thought that I would have to experience that. But unfortunately I did. And I appreciate the Eagle Feather. It's a wonderful honor. And I accept it, but I also want to accept it in behalf of the guys that I lost. That I'm not the only one who deserves it. There's more guys that deserve it.
When he left to go to Iraq, we sent prayers ahead of him, sent prayers with him, sent prayers behind him. Prayers what's got him here today by the grace of God. So just keep praying as he goes back Wednesday. Keep praying for him, the other boys, and pray for these officers. They got the same kind of job pretty well as they got over there in Iraq. Like the brother said a while ago, walking up to a car at 3 o'clock in the morning, you don't know what kind of crazy person's in that vehicle. Devil's raging on every hand, brother. I didn't get up here to preach, but I could. Because I belong to Jesus, and I gave him to Jesus when he gave him back to me. And he's going to come back to me in 7 months. So I just like to thank each and every one of y'all, the chief, all these police officers for doing this. And I'm going to take that Eagle Feather.